Okay. Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Jacqueline and I make new videos every week on a whole variety of things, lifestyle, beauty, adventure, all sorts of stuff. And I upload every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday. And I hope you'll stick around and subscribe if you want to. But today I'm going to give you a little bit of a haul update. So I think I have, let me look, how many videos? 1, 2, 3, 4, like 5 different videos where I've done like mini hauls or they've been dedicated to hauls. And I kind of wanted to go back through those videos and kind of go through the things I got and what I like, what I don't like, what I've kept, what I haven't kept, stuff like that. So I'll leave all the videos I'm referring to down below, as well as links to everything I'm going to talk about. But yeah, I have quite a few things, so I'm just going to hop right into it because I don't want this video to be super, super long. So the first thing I want to talk about is the Shea Moisture Coconut Hibiscus Curl Enhancing Smoothie. So I love this stuff. It's amazing. It gives my hair just enough moisture and hold, but doesn't make it like crunchy or crispy or anything like that. It just makes my curls feel so good and I love it. I've talked about this before in a few other videos now about how much I love this stuff. It just makes my curls look amazing. If I want like a really finished curl look, I'm obviously going to add some mousse or gel or something and then either let it air dry or use a diffuser. But if I'm just kind of like hanging around the house and I don't want to really do my hair, but I don't want it to look like crazy frizzy, I'll just throw some of this in and it's amazing. It smells so good. I love it. Definitely when I run out of this, I'll get more. However, this is a huge tub and you don't need that much of it. So this is going to last me forever. So I love, love, love this. The next thing is also a love. It's the First Aid Beauty Ultra Repair Cream. I'm just about halfway done with this. And I love it. This has been a really great product to help when my skin was purging. It just got really dry and really gross, and this really helped kind of calm those dry patches down and is just an amazing moisturizer. What else do I want to say about it? I actually use this during the day too. It's definitely light enough if I don't use like a big dollop. It's light enough that I can put it under my makeup and use it during the day as well, so I love that. But if you use a little bit more, it's great for nighttime as well. It's just a great all-around cream, so I love this. The next thing I'm not using currently just because my skin is going through a really dry patch right now. I might give it a try again once my skin kind of balances out or when I get to a more humid climate. I might try it again, but for now the COSRX Low pH Good Morning Gel Cleanser is a pass for me right at this moment. Like I said, I am going to keep it and try it again when my skin isn't so dry, but it smells really good. It definitely does its job. It definitely feels like it's cleaning out all my pores and making my skin feel really nice and clean, but it is just a little too drying for my skin right now, like I said. So maybe when I'm in a more humid climate this would work better for me, but for now I'm not going to repurchase. I'm not using this currently. So yeah, I mean, keep that in mind. It is a gel cleanser and it does have tea tree in it and some other stuff that's supposed to help clear out your pores and stuff, so it is a little bit harsher of a gel cleanser. So if you have really dry skin, this definitely wouldn't be for you, but it's not bad. It's just not what my skin needs at this moment. So next up is the Smashbox Cali Contour Kit. I've talked about this a few times since I've gotten it, and I love this palette. The colors work great on my skin. I think it blends really well on my skin. It just gives me a really nice, healthy glow. What I like to do is if I'm going for like full glam, I'll use the contour obviously as a contour and then use the 2 bronzing shades to bronze up the skin. And then the blush is just great no matter what kind of look I'm doing. But if I'm going for like an everyday kind of look, I'll just mix all 3 bronzer shades together and kind of just like warm up the skin and contour all at the same time, and it works great that way too. Like I said, I love the blush. The highlight right now is a little too dark for me. I think once I have a little bit more of a tan or like it's summertime, it's going to work a little bit better on my skin tone. Right now it's just a little too dark. I haven't even touched this powder yet. I think it's going to be the same story. The powder actually probably would work pretty good on my skin tone. I have other powders and I don't know, I just don't think about this one in here. But I think it's going to be great for traveling. I definitely probably I think I'll probably try that matte highlight shade while I'm traveling, so maybe I don't have to bring like another powder with me. But I'm really excited to travel with this. I think it's gonna be great for like beachy, glowy looks. And like I said, I've loved this for everyday looks so far, so really excited about this one, and I love this. Okay, the next thing I want to talk about is tan-luxe the gradual. So I picked this up to try as obviously as a gradual tanner, and I think it works really well. I've used it a few times now. I'm pretty sure it's fading off my skin now, so I don't have very much of a tan currently, but it gives you a really good color fairly quickly, actually. Like, I notice color on my skin after obviously after one application, but after two, it's like a really good tan. Like, I've been out in the sun for a few days. I think it looks really good. I'm excited. I'm going on a trip here next week, and I'm gonna use this the few days leading up to before I leave, and then give a good coat of self-tan. I love loving tan on top of it, and see how that looks. I'm hoping it'll give me like a really good bronze look, so that way I don't have to sit in the sun too much. I can put on my 50 SPF and, you know, look good still, look tan. So yeah, I've been loving this. I've used it about 4 times, and that's all you can't really, hopefully you can see it. It's only like been used to there, and I've used it all over my body. So I mean, I have a feeling this is gonna last a really long time. But yeah, I've been loving this. I think it's a great product. It is expensive. I think the Jergens gradual tanning lotion or whatever is probably just as good, just takes longer to get to there. So like after 2 applications, like I said, you have a pretty good tan. Jergens takes about like a week to get there, but I think it's still just as good. So I mean, if you're looking for a quicker gradual, this might be the way to go, but if you want to save some money, Jergens I think is just as good. So, you know, but yeah, I love this. It also smells really good, if that's something you care about. The next thing up is a mascara. So this is the Essence Lash Princess mascara, and this is the false lash effect one. My gosh, it's a tongue twister for me for some reason. And I have been liking this. It's not a love, it's a strong like. So what I don't like, first of all, is that it's a really wet formula, and I tend to be a messy mascara applier. And so this gets all over my eyelids, and if I like close my eyes or sneeze or something before it's dry, I can get it like underneath my eye, and it just goes everywhere. So that's the only downside of this. Otherwise, it does make my lashes look really full and beautiful. It really does give me like a really nice effect to my eyelashes. It's not waterproof. That's the other thing I probably would prefer, because if I want to wear this like to the beach or something, it's gonna run everywhere. But it doesn't, once it dries, it doesn't like flake or do anything crazy. It does definitely give me, like I said, that great length and volume without looking like super clumpy, which is nice too. I still prefer my voluminous and my lash sensational over this one because of how wet this formula is. But I would probably buy it again. This would probably be like in my rotation. So it's super cheap too, which is also great. So it's a good mascara no matter what, but the price just makes it like that much better. So yeah, it's a strong like almost love, but not yet. Maybe it'll get there once it dries out a little bit. But for now, still a strong like. All right. Next up is the Cover FX Custom Cover Drop. So I got these super cheap on sale at the Exchange, which is a military, pretty much like department store sort of place. And I'm pretty sure they were on sale so much because they're redoing the packaging. They're making it smaller. So right now you get half a fluid ounce. And they're changing it so you only get a quarter of a fluid ounce, which I think is a great idea. It's going to make it a little bit cheaper and more accessible. because this is gonna last me forever. I just use like a few drops of this mixed in with like, I've been using it with like a BB cream, and it just gives that BB cream like a little bit of extra coverage, a little bit more flawless, but it doesn't make it feel like dry or anything. I haven't used them on their own yet, and I know a lot of people do that, but I think for me it might be like a little bit too much coverage. I prefer like a more natural look, but I could see myself using this for like weddings, or if I'm like, I'm taking photos. I can see me like adding this into one of my more natural foundations just to give it like a little bit of extra coverage. It does sometimes, like if I add too much, it does sometimes seem like it's a little bit too heavy on my skin, especially around my jaw, my chin area, which is where I get the most dry patches. So definitely be careful if you have dry skin. I think this can easily accentuate that, but I mean, they're a good product. They're a cult favorite for a reason. You know, people talk about these still all the time, and there's a reason, because they are really good. It does really give you a lot of extra coverage if that's what you need. I do think that I need a pore filling primer with this, and the only other thing that I do not like is that this, I don't know if I got like a bad one or like it's old or something, but like this dropper system is a mess. It gets stuff everywhere. I mean, I just got it all over my hands. I just like can't, I don't know. It just seems like super messy and just doesn't seem to work for me. So, but yeah, they're good. If you find the like old packaging on sale, might be worth a try. So that's what I have to say on that. Need something to wipe off my hand now. All right, the next thing is also from Cover FX, and this is their Perfecting Light Highlighting Powder, and I have the color Sunlight. Again, this was on like deep discount at the exchange. I don't know why this one was on so much sale, but it was. I mean, I think I got this for like $7, which is insane. But I love this highlighter. It's such a perfect shade for my skin tone. It's just that perfect lit from within natural highlight. It just like makes me look so glowy and beautiful, and like I'm not wearing highlight, but my skin just looks glowy and perfect. It's not like a glimmery or shimmery highlight. It doesn't have like glitter in it or anything. It's just a really finely milled like gleam on your skin. I'm not wearing it today. I probably should have, because it's my new obsession. I've worn this since I got it, probably every time I put on makeup since I got it, because I'm just like so obsessed with it. It's just like the perfect everyday highlight in my opinion. Like I can see myself using this all the time. So really excited about this one. It might be my favorite highlight I've ever tried, which is saying a lot because I love highlighter, love it. So if you see this one on sale, get it, do it. Okay, I'm getting weird now, so we'll move on because I could talk about that highlight forever. Love it. The next thing I want to talk about, I do not have anymore, and it's the Derma E Vitamin C Serum. I'll pop a picture up on the screen, hopefully, if I can find one. I'm sure I can. And unfortunately, this caused my skin to start purging or to react in some sort of weird way, and I was just not happy with it. It was not going away no matter how long I kept using that product. So I ended up returning it and repurchasing my Mad Hippie Serum. And I came to find out through some research that the type of vitamin C in the Derma E one can cause skin purging and is a little bit harsher than the one in my Mad Hippie, and that's probably why it started to do that, because my skin was so used to this other type of vitamin C. Unfortunately, it just didn't work for my skin tone. It might work, or for my skin tone, for my skin type. It might work for you if it's a holy grail. Don't be offended. It's just, it did not work for my skin tone. And, skin tone, why do I keep saying skin tone? My skin type. It wasn't for me. So I'm going to stick with my Mad Hippie Serum. I think it works great for me. If you're curious in seeing what it did for my skin in 30 days, I'll leave that video up in the corner too. I did a whole 30-day test on that vitamin C serum, so you can really see the difference it made in my skin. But it just didn't work for my skin, so it had to go back, unfortunately. And I don't return things often, by the way. Like, if it's just like okay, I'll still use it up and like not return it, like the Kosar X cleanser I was talking about earlier. Like, I'm gonna keep it, I'll find a use for it, but that just like was so bad for my skin it had to be returned because like there was no use for it in my skincare routine. So yeah, I don't return things often, but that one had to go back, so unfortunately just didn't work for me. The next thing is also something else that helped my skin recover from the skin purging, and it's the Vichy Mineral 89 Skin Fortifying Daily Booster. So this is a hyaluronic acid serum, and I love this. It's a really nice lightweight serum, but it packs a punch. It really does make my skin feel more moisturized. I notice when I use this at night, I wake up the next morning and my skin feels a lot better than it used to. I've been using this during the day too. I just love this. It's a really nice lightweight serum, like I said, and it just gives me that extra little burst of moisture that my skin needs, especially after going through the skin purge. And I love it. It is a little bit more expensive, and I am going through it fairly quickly. Whoops. But I think it's worth it, and I love it. It hasn't been doing anything weird to my skin, so I will stick with this one. Hopefully it continues to do good things. I know Target a lot of times has cartwheel deals for Vichy, which is what I did and got for mine. I noticed Ulta had some other stuff on sale a few weeks ago too, so definitely maybe wait for a sale or look for a cartwheel offer or something, get it a little bit cheaper. Because when I was on cartwheel offer, I think it was 20 or 25% off on cartwheel, and it actually made it cheaper per fluid ounce than the Neutrogena Hydro Boost one, which is the one I was going to try. But I know Vichy's a little bit nicer of a brand, so that's the reason I went with this one. But yeah, loving this. Probably will repurchase when I run out. The next thing I want to talk about, I keep saying the next thing I want to talk about. I need to come up with something new to say. I keep trying. It just doesn't work. Anyway, is the Native deodorant. This is in the coconut vanilla scent. And I like this deodorant. So this is going to sound gross, and I'm really sorry if it grosses any of you out, but I'm not a big deodorant wearer. I only wear it to the gym. I don't have that much of an odor from my like daily life that I need a lot of odor protection, but I do want something at the gym so I don't smell gross at the gym. And so that's the reason I picked this up along with my old Dove antiperspirant dry spray made me clog my pores and it was gross. And so I decided to go something more natural, which is why I picked this one up. And the smell is great. I love the scent. I think it smells like the beach and I love it. And it smells great while I'm working out, but it definitely doesn't last all day. I notice if I like don't really like scrub it off or like get it off from under there throughout the day, I'll start to smell worse and worse, which like I said, I'm not a very stinky person normally, so I definitely like, I just try to remember to like wipe it off throughout the day. If I like have gone to the gym, definitely make sure I scrub under there when I shower afterwards, so this one doesn't like stink me up the rest of the day, because it's like kind of, you know, counterproductive. But apparently natural deodorants do that. You're supposed to kind of like wipe them off and reapply through the day. Just because they're natural, they don't, you know, have the strong perfumes like that or anything. So yeah, this is a good deodorant. I like it. I probably will repurchase this again just because it does make me smell really good at the gym. And like I said, I don't use it all the time anyway, so I like it. Yeah, I love that it doesn't have any aluminum either, which is great, so go Native. Okay. Next up is the Pantene Rescue Shots. So I only have one of the little guy ampoules left. I've used the other two, and I've decided I love these. So I know I talked about these in my last empties, which I'll leave up in the corner as well, that I wasn't sure how I felt about them. I had one ampoule empty, and I thought it was doing good things, but I wasn't really sure, blah, blah, blah. And I've come to realize that I love these, and the way I like to use them, I know it says to just like put this in your hair after you condition, but what I like to do is, so I only wash my hair twice a week, and one of the days I usually wash it a little bit more vigorously because I want to get all that buildup off of my hair. So on that day, I like to put I usually put masks anyway, but I'll put a little bit of a hair mask in, and then put about half of this ampule in with the hair mask, and put that through my hair and let it sit for a while. And it just gives my conditioner like an extra boost of hydration and reparativeness. And I just always notice that after I use this in conjunction with a hair mask, that my hair just feels better, it looks better. I just think it does, like, it just gives it a little boost. It really is just like a little extra rescue shot, you know? Like, I think it's named really well. I think the price is great considering I don't use these all the time. $5 for 3 little guys like this, and I get 2 uses out of each of these. And I have a lot of hair. Like, I just got it cut, but I have a lot of hair. And I can use half of this on my head and it's fine. So I love these. I probably will repurchase these. These would also be really great to travel with because you could just use these like as your conditioner. You can just like throw one of these in your travel bag. So we love these. They're great. I will probably repurchase. Alright, the last 2 things are face masks. So the first one is the Tony Moly layering masks. So I used the green tea one, also when I was going through the skin purging thing, because it was supposed to help with moisture, and I loved it. So it comes with these little patches that you put on wherever you need an extra boost of whatever it's doing. So like the moisturizing one, I put them kind of right here and up along here where I was the driest. And then you put the sheet mask on top of those patches, and you sit like you would for a normal sheet mask, you know, the 10-15 minutes, whatever it calls for. But those little patches just really help soak up the extra moisture and really push it into your skin. Just gives you a little bit of extra boost. I really think these are great for like if you do need that extra boost of moisture. Like maybe, like I said, my whole face is really dry, but like right here was super dry. So those patches really helped just give it a little bit of extra something in that area where I needed it. So I think they're great. I've always talked about how much I love Tony Moly sheet masks, and these are no exception. I think they're great. I'll probably repurchase them next time Tony Moly is on sale. They are a little bit more expensive, but if you're really suffering from something, these might be a good like extra boost in your skincare routine. So love. And then the next thing is also a sheet mask, and this is the Pixi Glow Glycolic Boost sheet mask. I think this made me break out. I'm not sure. I only used one of them. They come in a pack of 3. I only used one of them, and I got like a pimple here and like on my cheek up here and like one where I normally get one. But those 2 are weird. Like I don't get pimples there. So I think it might have been a reaction from this, but then my skin went through the skin purging thing from something else. I know I keep talking about the skin purging, but it was a big adjustment for my skincare. And so I haven't been able to try this again because I don't want to aggravate that. So once my skin kind of gets back to normal, I'm going to try it again and see what happens. But I really do think my skin had a bad reaction to this, which is unfortunate because I know Pixi is like a cult favorite. People love their skincare products. But this just, it didn't work for me. I don't think I would spend the $10 to get 3 of these again. I think there are better ones. I think the Tony Moly ones are better. I think the Neutrogena ones are better. And you can buy one of those and test them out. You don't have to like be committed to 3 of them. I kind of hate that because I'm like, I wish I could have just bought one and known it didn't work and never bought these again. But now I'm stuck with 2 of them. So yeah, this one is meh, in between. I'm not sure, but I don't think I'd ever get them again. So that's where I stand on this one. And that is everything. Did it in record time. Proud of myself. But I hope you guys enjoyed this little haul update. I know I love haul updates because I love seeing hauls too and seeing what people are purchasing, but then I want to know what they think about it later. So it's a nice way to just kind of go back through things I've purchased in the past few months and kind of tell you if I love them, if I hate them, all that fun stuff. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and support the channel and subscribe if you want to. And yeah, I think that's it. So I'll see you in my next adventure. Bye!